and to shed more light on this decision by Hamas, we are joined over the phone by Mr. Mohamed Ezaby, Professor of International Relations. Good morning, sir. Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, good morning. Yes.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Mohamed, how do you assess the recent decision by Hamas to dissolve Gaza's governing body?
Well, the announcement represents a symbolically significant yet particularly limited development in the Gaza crisis. After nearly 2 decades of direct rule since 2007, Hamas has formally dissolved its government emergency committee and is preparing to transfer civilian administrative function to a technocratic national committee. For the administration of Gaza, the move is presented as implementing outcomes from Palestinian faction meeting in Cairo and advancing a U.S.-brokered ceasefire and reconstruction framework. Also, we can say the head of governmental emergency committee submitted his resignation, and the committee itself was formally dissolved to facilitate the transition. Administrative responsibilities shifted to Cairo-based National Committee for the Administration of Gaza, a technocratic body chaired by the Gaza port engineer and former Palestinian Authority official. Technical and professional staff are expected to remain to ensure continuity of service. Hamas framing the decision is described as a decisive and strategic step to remove pretexts for delaying ceasefire implementation, reconstruction and withdrawal while serving the higher interests of the Palestinian people and ongoing humanitarian hardship. It forms part of a broader U.S.-backed peace plan involving oversight mechanisms and a phased transition towards reformed Palestinian government.
Yes. So, Dr. Ezaby, how would that move be a step forward in a ceasefire plan for the Palestinian enclave?
Well, we can say that this plan will force United States to make a pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government to move to phase 2
yes.
In the agreement of Sharm el-Sheikh, especially that Hamas is showing flexibility on civilian governance while likely preserving its military capabilities and overall influence. This removes a key Israeli argument Hamas as an illegitimate governing authority obstructing reconstruction without fully addressing core demands such as disarmament or security control. It allows Hamas to portray itself as a responsible national actor committed to factional unity and easing Palestinian suffering, potentially improving its position in future talks or elections. However, any retention of armed structures could weaken the credibility of the handover. So now Egypt to play on this decision to tell Donald Trump that Hamas accept the agreement of Sharm el-Sheikh, and now your turn to convince Benjamin Netanyahu to move to phase 2 and the agreement and start the reconstruction of Gaza.
Sir, tell us more about your expectations for the response of U.S. President Trump appointed Board of Peace, which was set up to monitor the ceasefire plan.
Well, we can say that this move changes the optics and removes the obstacle, but the real test will be in implementation,
yes.
Security arrangement, weapons control, and genuine shifts in governance. Without those elements, it risks becoming another announcement in Gaza's long cycle of stalled transitions.
Yes.
The coming weeks of the follow-up talks and on-the-ground developments will reveal whether this marks genuine progress or calculated maneuvering.
Yes.
This development highlights the enduring complexity of Gaza's future. Separating civilian governance from armed resistance remains the central unresolved challenges. It offers cautious room for optimism on de-escalation, but success will require rigorous verification and thorough commitments from all involved parties.
Yes, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Mohamed Ezaby, Professor of International Relations. Thank you for being with us. And back to our major headlines today.